the shooting, we focus. Won't miss, that's culture. Check. Can't break down if we rollin'. Won't quit, that's culture. Check. It's a trend, the moment we in motion. Legit, that's culture. Check. Speak loud, no wonder we boatin'. We lit, that's culture.
Check. What up, world? It's Culture Check. We are back again.
Y'all?
Feeling good on these red cups right here.
Always. Toast to the red cups real quick. You know what I'm
feel me
saying?
real quick?
Always. Keep your
and
red
what's in
cup.
the red cup is none of y'all business.
It's a Marvel character. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh yeah, true.
It's a Marvel character.
That's
a
up,
ride
that's up
at,
to y'all to figure that
Universal.
one out. You know
they-
what I'm saying?
they damn sure
Oh,
should have
Brooke,
it
you
now.
gave it away.
It's a ride at Universal.
Well, no, not really. Actually,
Not a lot of people gonna
Yeah,
know it.
actually, you didn't give it away.
No, I
She
didn't.
didn't.
That was a good hint.
So we're gonna let it go right there. But yeah. But before we go into our episode, there's some things we have to address.
Let me start.
God,
Let me-
okay.
Cause this past week has just been so stressful for no reason. Like y'all don't know how to act with this damn coronavirus. Like I understand it's a big deal, but like y'all don't need to be taking all the toilet paper, all the things that people need. Like if you have it at your home, great. Just use that until you run out and then go get some more. Like don't just stack up on things. People actually need it, you know. Don't just take it because you want to have a stack of supply in your house just in case the apocalypse happens.
It's a trend. You know, people love trends.
I'm trying to figure out what concerns me though is all these people that went out and got toilet paper. Well, were you not wiping your ass?
That's
before?
the
That's what I'm saying.
That
I made a post on Instagram not too long ago saying like me personally, I have Lysol wipes, I have the spray, I have Clean
Exactly.
Surprise,
No, always
I have all
have
that
that.
at my
Always
house.
have it in
You
your
have
no
house.
matter
always
what.
done.
It's depleted now. Like
So basically, if you're running out to get it, that means you dirty.
Well, I ain't gonna say that.
You dirty.
I'm
I don't know
not gonna
about
say that, but
You ain't cleaning your house.
I'm concerned about the people. Well, not only that, Brooke. Forget even the toilet paper part. Ladies and gentlemen, please, when there is an emergency, because I went
calm.
inside these stores. Not only that, bro, I went inside these stores, and there were canned goods all on the shelf, from soup to beans to everything. It would be smart of y'all to get the canned goods first,
the non-perishable.
the non-perishable items, so you can live off those as opposed to the things that y'all have got, like the toilet paper.
Like, it's
and a lot
toilet
of y'all
paper.
got bread.
Bread is
A lot of
gone.
bread.
Yeah,
Like, why is bread gone? You
that
have to
thing
eat
is-
bread in
yeah,
like a
literally-
good 2 weeks.
Literally, bread is like will last you a week. If you get crackers, that's fine. Those little individual crackers, those will last longer than bread. You can put your tuna fish
Some
on
of y'all
there.
letting media
This is-
get
I ain't
y'all
gonna lie.
too
This
fearful.
has been disappointing in looking at America handle this. This has been disappointing.
I was watching a
telling you.
video.
Damn.
Like people in Italy are like respecting like the laws. Like they're staying like 6 feet away from each other. Like they have a certain thing where like they only go to the grocery store if they need
But you know,
something.
we different
like,
here. We real different.
We
here.
a different breed.
Yeah,
We
I
just got
ain't
done
gonna say
playing
we real
ball. I'm
different
not
here,
look
yeah.
here. And I'm
real.
glad, like, even some church services have even shut down and stuff.
down.
I'm glad my church, shout out to Antioch, really, like, kept it
Antioch
going.
where? Where is
Antioch Fellowship
Antioch?
Baptist Church in
Located
Spring
where?
Hill, Florida.
Okay, there we go.
Over
Give a
there.
good
I'll shout them
Miles.
out.
Good.
But it's like we good there. And I love that all the old people is hugging and dapping us up. I'm covered by the blood of Jesus. So and look, I wash
what
my
I'm
hands and
saying.
pray. That's it.
That's all you
As
can
long
do.
as
That's
you got
it.
God on your side.
That's all you can do.
That's it, man.
Good.
I
But
ain't
yeah,
scared of this virus.
this coronavirus thing is got me so.
Just wash your hands.
it's-
Like, you should be doing that to begin with.
And a lot of them,
got me
a lot of us
confused.
millennials aren't afraid because you see these prices on these tickets. People are traveling. People
Listen,
are
I
y'all
almost-
are
I
traveling.
almost
see
booked the
y'all.
flight
Not only
because
that.
the flight's worth $43 round trip.
That's
I'm
ridiculous.
just happy.
I was this close to
I'm
booking
happy
it.
historically we've been able to see gas prices get down back to the dollar range.
Yeah, it's $2 now.
No.
No, I haven't seen
said
no
the
dollar. What
no,
did you say
not
dollar?
dollar. I said dollar range.
got 203.
No, range. There have been some gas stations I've been to right here in Tampa that have been 198.
Where are you reading?
196
Where? What's that? I
in
need to
Temple
go.
Terrace.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Where at? Which gas station?
There's one Shell I went to that was like 198,
All right, I'll have to
but
go
for
there.
a day.
What?
Then that mug jumped up to 204.
Yeah, 204, 203
You know what I mean?
seems the norm.
But
now.
they have been. I should have took a picture of it. But they have been going back to 190 something, 194. The
Reminds
lowest
me
I've
of like
seen.
back in the old days when it was
Yeah.
normal to have 198 gas.
Oh my god.
So in
$5 was gas money when you needed a ride.
I remember when like they went up to like $2 a gallon. Like people went crazy over that. And it's like now it's so normal.
Remember at one point that mug was normal to see like $3 and $4. You'd be
Yeah.
like, yo,
I remember it used to be like 190, like 180 something.
wild.
You know?
I feel old talking about it, but I don't like talking about coronavirus a lot. I don't
Yeah.
like addressing. You shut
Oh,
down all
yeah.
the
okay,
sports.
so
Ain't nothing on
basically-
ESPN to watch now.
man,
What we
bump
want to
that.
say is wash your hands when you're coughing. Oh, because this lady in Publix coughed in my face the other day. What? when you're coughing, it's not that hard to go like this.
Yo,
No, she literally, had my little cart. She was like, I looked at her. I was like, excuse you.
Chill, man.
I was like, excuse you. She was like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm just like, you're sorry.
You shouldn't you be covering up anyway? Most of y'all that
Cover
sneeze
your
and stuff, like,
mouth.
shouldn't you be covering up anyway?
This,
I don't
this
know.
virus is gonna make people be more healthy.
But you know what? I can really
It
say.
needs to be.
You
Oh
know
my
what?
gosh.
It's crazy because I think I've seen somebody say after this election with the president that we have in there currently, they said, "Oh, that election helped people see what really goes on in our politics." And now I guess the coronavirus is going to help. Oh, America, this is how y'all should really be clean. Damn, America, if we needed these two things to show us how to be clean and
Just
to
wash
how to
your
vote,
hands.
that's
Clean
pretty
your house.
bad.
Land of the greats, huh?
Yeah.
Like,
Anyway, I'm done talking about this shit.
Yeah, forget
bruh.
it,
Fuck this
forget it.
coronavirus.
make sure you have cleaning supplies in your house.
Man, they should know by now, Brooke. If they don't know by now, it's over.
Some people don't. So,
Nah, F that.
so Miles, besides that, what are we getting into today?
Fuck coronavirus.
Yeah.
Oh,
What are we
I'm
getting-
sorry. You got me heated now. I'm sorry. This stuff is whoosh. So honestly, today though, y'all,
He don't know how to handle
we
it.
got going ahead on black media representation, y'all. So that goes from anything like in the
In
media.
film, media,
Reality
talking
TV,
We're talking
everything.
about more of like the TV shows, movies, reality TV today.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We have more to talk about, but as of right now, we're talking about TV and like
I
movies
need.
and things like
we
that.
need-
Do
I
Definitely.
really want to address some of this though. Talk about
Definitely.
this.
you want to start?
I don't want to start though.
What?
I
Go
don't
ahead,
wanna
bro.
start.
Go ahead. You might as well lead us in then.
Okay, cool. So basically, we just want to talk about just like how like the difference between like how black representation was a thing back in the day versus how it is now.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's a whole shift of like what I don't know. I feel like in today's like Love and Hip Hop, like those reality shows now are just based off of like money and like shaking your ass and like, you know, not being gold diggers, but like the
No,
whole
no,
like,
say it all. No,
Like being like-
Mean what you say when it comes to that show.
but being
I
gold
can really
diggers
say.
and just like it's like a really bad representation of like black people. And I feel like back in the day, TV shows back then were more positive and more relatable, like Good Times. Like you don't have shows like that today. You have Love and Basketball, not Love and Basketball,
And we're moving on up
Love and Hip
The
Hop.
Jefferson
to the
Yeah.
east side. Come on.
I don't know. This whole thing has been weird as far as like representation of black media because you have. Well, what I call it is you have the Tyler Perry mindset versus the Spike Lee mindset of people, and like you have the people who feel like, oh, this is the way black people want to be expressed. When you look at Tyler Perry, you look at Madea, you see characters like
You
that.
see black men dressing as women.
You have that,
You
but
know?
then you have people like Spike Lee, like I said, who feel like, well, why are you guys representing it like this? This is what really happens here in this way. Because at one point, it
Both
almost,
are true though.
They are. That's the funny thing.
But
Both
what's
of them
true
are
about a
true.
man dressing up as a woman?
That was
Well,
just comedy
that's
stuff.
entertainment.
That was just
That's
entertainment.
But like now
Period.
everyone's doing it. Look at Little Yachty, like literally in an Oprah.
Oh, that
costume.
Oprah bank account. I didn't know where he was going with this.
Like-
Man.
It was funny, but I don't know. But I think nowadays because we're such big on the, forgive me, but you know the community, the
LBGT.
yeah, I can never get the alphabets ready. That their community, we got to be. It's out there. You got to be more careful on how you present things and everything, because some people may think, oh, that's rude, it's this and that. So I feel like not many people are going to do that no more, unless you are a part of that community. Then go ahead, sure, why not? Go ahead, do it.
I mean-
But that was just pure entertainment back then.
You know what's crazy too? It's just like, cause I'm a really huge like '90s film, like black film, like movie like thing. I love like Love and Basketball, like Brown Sugar, like,
great
The
movie.
Wood,
Great
like,
movie.
Jews,
All the
Poetic
movies.
Justice,
Great
like
movie.
Mo Better Blues. Like I'm like so into that culture. And it's just so sad to see like the decline in black films like that. Like, cause I feel like back then like they were so relatable. Like Love Jones, like it was telling a story about how blacks, you know, were into the arts and the poetry, which is a thing, you know.
Well,
And
let me say this. I can't lie, and this is directly to BET, and I love you to death.
that Tyler Perry taking over.
But y'all have more movies than Baby Boy
I knew it.
and Medea's Family Reunion. Y'all got a
Yeah.
whole lot more black movies that y'all could be playing.
They play that
so
thing 4
please,
times
somebody
a day
who is
at
in
least.
charge of the.
You know, I
of
feel like
that, handle that.
VH1 plays a lot of good like throwback movies.
They actually
Well, yeah,
do
They
they,
do.
they open it up.
They
That's
do.
why they open it up.
They play
like,
ATL a lot.
a lot though. That's their baby boy.
Yeah, ATL.
Yo,
ATL
like-
is VH1's
That's a
baby
good
boy.
movie.
Man, oh man, and like I said, I love Baby Boy. I think I speak for all of them when we say yes, Baby Boy was a classic movie, but damn, We tired
You
of
can-
seeing
I'm
it.
tired of
now.
seeing it, too.
I don't want
I'm sick
to.
of
I
it.
don't want to see it anymore. I could wait until I'm about on my deathbed to watch it one more time.
I hate you, Jody.
What do you guys think like is like the shift in like black films and TV back then versus now? Like, what do you think like switched that?
I think this is the grasp of like how people view as entertainment. Back then we could have like, we could have entertainment, but it also taught a lesson with it, and that even goes to childhood. These children's shows that these little kids be watching.
Okay.
We even had cartoons back then. There shows that sitcoms and stuff that they were fun and interesting, but they also taught something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Miles, but then you would get people who say, because I've had these, these back and forth. You got people who say, oh, well, Tyler Perry's stuff, even though it could be over dramatized and everything like that, his stuff teaches you some valuable lessons.
No,
too.
Tyler Perry does have valuable lessons in those things.
But what
Yeah.
about
It's
what
extreme.
about what about for the youth? Because I know, for example, like growing up, I like for me personally, what I had as black film representation is Sister Sister. It was,
Yeah,
it was
I was
you
gonna
know,
say,
like
I don't-
I had shows like that to see black women on film being high school teenagers, or like That's So Raven. Like, yeah, it was kind of like dramatized, but
I don't see
you
what
still
it is.
learned a lesson. Like back then, I had things to watch. Like I feel like kids now don't have that to watch anymore.
I'll say that.
I
I'm
don't
glad
see
you brought
that,
that
yeah.
up. Because yes, Sisters, the Different Worlds, the
Moesha,
Cosby Show, the Fresh
the
Prince.
Parkers.
Those sitcoms,
Yeah.
those
Yeah, stuff
sitcoms
like
were
that.
actually, they were funny, but they also had real life meaning
Real
and
life-
value
yeah,
in it.
There's no
stuff
black
now.
sitcoms like that anymore.
But I'll say there are no, as far as sitcoms go, there's not really that no more. But
Yeah.
I will say some positive shows of the black culture. Really, I would say is this right here, and I had to pull it up. I actually do like Dear White People on Netflix.
That's good.
Dear White People on Netflix is pretty good.
Yeah,
I
give
love
you
it.
that.
I love it.
Yeah.
And then I also got you may disagree, but Grownish. I mean, not Grownish, Blackish. I mean,
I actually no.
Grownish is good.
Grownish is good, but
Grownish is good.
that's
It's a good show.
And
It's a
it
good
hits
show.
everything.
Yeah.
Grownish is everything.
Yeah, that encompasses a
and
lot.
Blackish,
That
I thought
encompasses
was
a lot.
really good too.
Blackish is a good. Yeah, that's a good show. Like those,
I thought those are good. Those are some
those
good
are a
ones
few
right there.
good
I feel
things
like,
that.
but I
we
can't
need-
say much more.
We
What
do
for the
need more.
youth?
Those are for the
Black
youth.
Blackish
I would think
now
those are for the youth
nowadays
kinda.
that's a youth show.
I
Yeah.
mean, like Disney Channel, Nickelodeon.
Oh.
youth.
Oh, they ain't got nothing. They
Yeah.
got that
ABC
soul,
Family
that
Youth.
soul movie by Pixar's coming out.
My,
but that,
my point exactly.
Yeah, that's a whole.
That's my
they
point
made a
exactly.
whole
There's
thing for
no youthful black representation in the media right now. Like
It's not because they all got them. Yeah.
even on Disney Channel, like I don't really like. You have like Raven's Home, but like even that is kind of like.
Well, to be honest, man, like, representation in media and films and stuff.
Hold on, I gotta look
From
at
what
some
I've
shows.
seen, or from what I've been watching as far as culturally, most of it is more directed at Instagram. And I'll give you a few examples. So, like, you have those stars on those shows like Grownish and Blackish, like I forget the young lady name that played the role in Grownish.
Yari Shahidi.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I've got it.
Nah.
But I'll mostly see if kids are not watching the show, they'll follow them to get more of an influence from them on Instagram. So they'll kind of want to see more of their personal life because in
true.
today's time, as opposed to back then, the actors and actresses can be more personable with their crowd as in terms of representation of
'Cause
themselves.
there was no Instagram back
Yeah, there
then.
was no. Yeah,
Yeah, that
exactly.
makes
So
sense.
they feel a little bit more like, well, I can get more of a feel of what I should be doing and what I should kind of look up to from looking at their Instagram. You
Yeah,
got to
I-
be careful with that too, though.
I try to look up some stuff. I really can't find nothing really.
Not
that's
much,
for,
man.
Like
Not much.
them. They don't even have nothing that can be relatable to like everybody.
Wait,
Hate Chris.
hold up. I'm sorry. However,
That's a good one.
That was a great
that
one.
was a great show. In film, though, who we have to acknowledge as far as making changes, the black renaissance of film right now, I think one of the leading voices would be oh God, I forgot his name. Dude, Jordan Peele. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, Jordan Peele.
He's got the movie Candyman coming out with black lead again, just like he had for Us and Get Out.
He's doing a lot.
I-
He had
I-
Get Out. What was the other one he had? He had Us. And then he had,
like I said, he's coming out with Candyman. So
Get Out.
But this is this is his lane though. Them
No, that's a
crazy
fact.
movies that make you think.
But
it's one of
think
those like
about
socially aware movies. Like
yes,
Yeah.
and I love
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love
that's
what
what
he
I'm saying. I
does.
was gonna say,
Every
he's-
little
he's-
detail is something.
His-
Beautiful.
Now I don't know if it's just him writing, specifically everything, but the fact that he has these black actors and black actresses kind of shows you the diversity and range in black actors and black actresses. Because remember, at a time too in media, and some of the actresses have talked about it and actors have talked about it. There was a time where they thought we were only supposed to play specific roles in films. the thug, the basketball player,
The drug
rapper,
dealer, all
the
that
drug
stuff.
You know what I mean? There
Yeah.
were certain things that they kept us in a lane of. He's really given these, if you will, these artists a chance to really
That's
show their
true.
diversity in what they can do in range of acting.
I agree.
Even
So
like even
yeah.
Tyler Perry, like him like opening up his own studio, like this whole thing. But I really hope that like within that, like he can branch out of that whole typical Tyler Perry movie type of thing, and he can do like other things. Like I know he's doing other things, like people film things on
think-
his lot and stuff. Like Black Panther was
Yeah.
filmed on his lot, like things like that. But I hope like Tyler Perry does more of like not the typical Tyler Perry. I feel like all of his,
think-
I feel like all maybe that's just his lane, but I feel like he has the access to branch out since he has his own studio now and like bring more people in and like
Because, you know, every time there's a Tyler Perry movie, someone's on drugs, someone got, well, a female was beaten by somebody. Something along the line. I'm just speaking the honest truth, and y'all know I'm right. How many times have you seen a Tyler Perry movie?
Yo.
Someone was on drugs, someone was getting
That-
beat up,
that-
or, what
You
happened?
saw the
You didn't,
typical
you didn't see
thing.
maybe
You did.
a lot
You
of
did.
death, but you saw some that, like, oh my God, our
What's that
family,
one-
cheating, definitely cheating.
what's that one
did.
movie? It was like with like the group of women for colored girls.
Oh.
That was actually
Like that was
good.
a good one.
That was
I
a
would
good
say it's
movie.
actually really
That
good
was
because it's
actually
actually
good.
you know talks about
I didn't
people.
watch it.
You know, I've actually heard Tyler Perry
different
talk about
issues.
why he does things the way he does, because I actually had a conversation with somebody and they felt that he didn't represent. They felt that he didn't represent black men in his film as.
It was more geared towards.
Yeah,
women.
he said they said they felt it was more geared towards women.
If you go to
black
a
women.
movie theater, like whenever like a movie comes out of his, it's majority women that
Mostly
come to
black,
see
yeah,
his films,
mostly
not
women.
men.
And, hey, Tyler,
Which
if
I
you
think
doing
there's a
your
void
thing,
in that, because I feel like men want to see stuff like that, you know, like not like that, but like they want to have like their own thing to go to, like you know,
I feel what you're
Yeah,
saying. I
no,
feel what
yeah,
you're saying.
yeah,
No.
yeah.
That's-
Like,
like you have Black
definitely.
Panther, but like that's everybody's movie.
Now-
Let me
if-
go ahead.
well, I was gonna say, as far as now that we were talking about movies, as far as these TV shows, Love and Hip Hop.
Oh, you going back to that? I think we all established that's some.
I feel like it's one of those movies where if
Oh,
people
man.
can't differentiate like the difference between like entertainment and like what's actually real. I feel like that's what gets it tricky because like people think, oh, that's how it should be, but like if you're more aware, it's like, oh, like maybe that's not how life is, like. Because I feel like now women are trying to like get the butts and like the boobs and like the whole curvy
Oh,
body.
that's a
and,
natural
like,
trend now. I swear these implants must
gonna
only
say,
cost
like-
$40 for these women because
like,
everybody's
it's like
getting
a
something
whole
done.
fad now. It's like
But-
now like you're changing
Y'all
who
ladies
you
getting
are
everything done.
But I mean,
because you see it on TV.
Where's the au naturel?
in that representation of black media, Love and Hip Hop, I would have to say, and I really don't care who feels some kind of way about me saying this. Y'all, that doesn't represent
It's
us
a
in
mess,
no kind
bruh.
of way. That don't do nothing for us. And I mean, hey, whoever's on the show, get your
If you,
bread.
if you want a check, go
Get
go
your
for it.
bread.
But
Yeah,
then
I'm
again,
gonna
you're
say,
not
I'm not
you're not
hating on
doing
nobody.
black people justice by just getting a check because it's paying you money. Like, yeah, get your money.
It ain't even that. You just get your money. But as far as trying to say like, oh, this is
But be
this is
yourself,
what we
you
do
know?
in our culture. Don't.
Now, I'm not
don't-
gonna
don't
say
do
that that's only because I
Don't
feel
do
like
that.
some of them branch out and do other like
Yeah.
work
That's
for
a
the
fact.
good of
That's
the
a fact.
community.
Yeah.
But as far as that show period goes,
That-
that's ridiculous.
Yeah, no.
And because you cannot tell me right here, if I told y'all to give me describe, if someone did not know what Love and Hip Hop was, and they said, "Well, what is Love and Hip Hop? Can you like do a scene? What is the first thing you would do to show them this is what
First
Love
of
and Hip
all,
Hop's about?
The only thing I know about that show, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't watch it at all. The only thing I could tell you from what I've seen on social media is people throwing shit at each other, drinks and glasses.
I was thinking that. The first thing I would do is open this water and throw it at you, bitch.
I had somebody get mad at me for saying that. Be like, Cameron, you obviously didn't watch the show. You're right, I didn't. Because this is all I see. What y'all post on Twitter and Instagram is all I see is people throwing drinks at each other, arguing with each other about something.
It's a
about
gossip thing.
Hold up, they arguing about music that nobody else know about. No disrespect. I mean that in no disrespect. But some of them, when they get on there, I'm
Speaking
like,
real facts though.
I've never seen the artist. I've never heard. I actually try and actually go and research the people who they have on
Now
there.
some art we all know Remy.
Yeah,
K.
we
Michelle,
know- we know.
Soldier
They're
Boy,
vets, so
all
yeah.
them.
But some
Lil
of
Fisher,
them
B2K.
I've actually never seen or heard before, and maybe getting on the show was their way of coming up. So all due respect to you if that's what you do.
Cardi B's the number one for that one. I give her all the
Yeah,
props.
facts.
Cardi
She
B was.
she got off from that, but some of them. Like don't make yourself an ass just to try and get out there. We need to stop that trolling trend of just doing some dumb shit just so
get
you can get out
famous.
there.
That's what gets the
Bro,
kids. That's
yo,
a There it is.
like-
There's your kids show right there. Doing dumb shit
Just
to
to
get
get a
some
buzz.
to get
Like,
a buzz,
come
and they
on
get
now,
all of a sudden
like-
you get popular. They got TikTok. They got
That's my point
all
exactly,
this
like,
stuff.
why?
Can y'all develop a
There's
talent?
no value to that.
Develop a talent. You got all this time to act retarded. Go develop a talent. Just go develop it. Go play an instrument.
We all
Go
have it.
Yeah, I can really
We
say,
all have
go-
that
go-
talent in something.
Yeah, go actually get good at something. Go practice something instead of just saying, "Oh, I'm gonna say the wildest shit that comes off the top of my head and make sure people can see it." Yo, that works, but what are you gonna do after that's done? You can't act the ass your whole life.
And I honestly, like, I'm honestly miss having like those
You
like
heard that?
reality like family TV shows, or just like those family that like Fresh Prince, like Cosby Show.
Yeah, you missed those. You missed
Now,
those.
Ken, you said something about Cosby Show.
Run's House.
Not a lot of relatable
Like, things
to.
like
Yeah.
that.
So actually, me and Brooke were talking about this earlier when you talked about the Cosby Show.
Yeah.
Y'all know Brooke from up north, so you
I
know.
am too, so I got you back a little bit.
And so the Cosby Show, at one point, I definitely have to say is a good representation for black families and everything. However, you had people in certain region, black people in certain regions of the country that felt like that's unrealistic. How many black families do you know with a doctor and a lawyer in the house? My question to you is
can I
on that.
say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
So with that, maybe okay, I look at it as this, like, yeah, like maybe it's something to inspire to be.
That's what I was saying.
That's exactly what.
That's
That's
what I was
exactly
saying.
what it is.
I'm like, why? Okay, granted, yes. How many do you see? Okay, maybe not many right now. But the idea, when you talk about representation in the media, it's the idea of giving your
Like it's
youth and
possible.
people, something to aspire to. Matter of fact, we
Look
didn't
at
see
Fresh Prince. We love Fresh Prince.
Not only that, we didn't
Oh,
see a black
nice.
president until we saw Barack Obama, and then people were like, "Oh, we can really actually do this." There's a possibility.
And it's funny because I remember my father even told me they would actually get a white woman before they get a black man to be president. And I'm
that
glad
didn't happen.
I'm glad it proved them wrong.
That didn't happen.
I'm
gonna
glad
say.
it proved them wrong because I was
But-
like, look.
Hey, if you really want to know about that, that really didn't happen because black men technically got the right to vote before white women.
And my
Anyway,
thing
that's
is
a
with
whole
that, I
different
feel like
subject,
blacks
though.
helped build this country, so they should have the right to
feel
run.
like
Yeah,
Wait,
that's,
what
that's
you mean
without
you feel like
question.
that's a
that's
fact?
that's minority.
Right.
Period.
That's a fact.
That's all you minorities out there.
Yeah,
The
man.
Mexicans,
Whatever.
all of them,
Everything, yeah.
Obviously,
all the Hispanics,
That's what I said. I feel like that's just what I
us.
feel.
No, that's not a feel. That's a fact.
All right, anyways.
I know what she meant though. I know.
I
what
do.
she
Yeah,
meant.
like,
I can really say
that's
tip to you,
that's
Brooke.
how
I
I
feel
say
you.
things. But yeah, and just having that, so
Cause there's a lot of shit. Now I will say this though, because you brought up the superhero movies. I remember talking to somebody and they were like, "I'm glad we're kind of getting away from, like you said, we had a lane of in
Yeah.
film that only black people were in played
That it
this role.
stuck you in.
So they kind of are glad they want to see more of us not having just the superhero or slave movies." And
Hold
I
up.
was like,
Wait.
and I low-key kind of agree.
Wait, hold up.
I
Now,
low-key
Right
agree.
now?
Wait.
Well, right, they were
Right
like,
now.
they're
Yeah,
talking
you
right
did.
now because
But hold up.
Black Panther is a big thing for the. It is a great movie.
What? Tell me. I gotta hear this. What did you see wrong from the slave movies? The
No, I think no. It's not me. First of all, this is not me. That was a person.
No, I'm saying, what have you heard anything that people have had a disagreement
No,
with the slave
I don't
movies
think
or
they had a
anything?
disagreement. But when she was talking to me, I was like, I guess I can see what you're saying because they don't want to say, okay, blacks are always just in slave movies. Because they relate us to we were slavery back in this country. Okay, cool. But well, not cool, but you know what I mean. So it's like we had that and we had superheroes. But what else do we got? Now a lot of things we have in media now for on the big screen for black people. Now we got police brutality. Yes, it's going on in the world. Black and Blue was a good one. Queen and Slim
Yeah, Queen
hit
and
my
Slim, yeah.
heart and
That was
soul.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Queen and Slim hit my heart and soul, but that was also police related and all this stuff. So are they gonna have something more for black people also to be a part of? Because that's all I can
like
say
the-
right now. You
that's
see,
what I'm saying. I feel like that's why
okay,
the
okay.
90s.
Right now.
That's why I
Okay.
feel like the 90s movies and black films are so important, even for today, because they have everything.
Well-
They, like you have the range from you have Boys in the Hood to Love Jones to Love and Basketball to Poetic Justice. You have different ranges of what it means to be black.
you had the movie. What was it Brothers? All the four
Four
the
Brothers,
four,
like, just
well,
like-
Four Brothers was the with Andre
Best
3000.
Man,
but
like-
the other Best Man was amazing.
Like
Yeah.
But Brothers had all the married men who had their marriage problems. They would meet at the
That's
basketball
what I'm
court
saying.
and
Like
talk.
back, like Soul Food, like you had different aspects of what it means to be black. Now it's just it's like kind of limited now. It's not like how it used to be back in the day. So it's kind of like sad seeing that shift of like what it means to be black and like having that representation of like everything.
I feel like there's just certain imagery that are specific powers that be worn out there of black people. You know what I mean? Like there's specific things that they really want us to represent or be represented as.
right.
Because whenever, and this is crazy to me, I've actually seen some people when they talk about love and hip hop, where they talk about things that I guess they think most black people do. Oh, you're not black. Since Who gave?
Oh, I hate hearing that.
Nigga,
I
who
hate
gave
it.
you the authority to tell us what black is?
Even other black people.
Other
say
black
you,
people,
you
I'm
don't
like,
act
who-
black.
who gave-
How
who-
can
what
I
made
act
you
the color?
qualify? Yeah, how can you
I
act the
I
color?
am this.
You got no choice but to be black. I don't remember a day where I was able to take this off.
I feel like it's one of those things where we have to accept that black isn't just one thing.
It's not.
Like, for example, we're all different. We all come from different backgrounds. Like, I act totally different than they act. Like, I came from a different upbringing of black, and so did they. So it's like one of those things where you can't judge somebody based off of like how they act, because like that's just that's how they grew up. That's their culture. Like, respect that there's different blacks in the world.
Yeah,
Now-
we share similar values
Similar-
with certain
like,
things.
Like, don't
Yeah.
forget the values, but like just respect the fact that someone's not going to be just like you.
Yeah, man. Like,
I think that's the thing. And then we may joke. Now I ain't gonna lie, we gonna joke about it sometimes with people. But as far as like neglecting and pushing away them just because we feel like they're not acting the way they're supposed to, or they're acting the way we did,
Yeah, like,
that's
no.
I mean,
that's the
I had that
ignorancy.
backlash growing up, just like because I went to all white school, but like I'm black, so it's like you get that like, oh my god, hi type of voice, but like, and you get made fun of for having that, but it's just like that's just how I grew up. I don't look at you differently. It's just how I talk.
I need to say this. For any black person that come around me and says, if you speak proper, you're not black, get the hell from around me. Please. Get the hell from around me. I don't want to deal with old ignorance like that. Get the hell from around me. If you can't speak proper and you equate that with not being black,
that man right there.
get from around me. I don't understand that.
Yeah,
We
good
have
black films. Now.
Yeah.
We don't, like we do, but like
No, we got some black films.
Like imagine like I remember like growing up, like you had like Mike's, like Space Jam, like you have like all those
Yeah.
like kiddie, like we don't have that anymore. Like
Nah,
like Mike was my.
I mean, Space Jam 2 is supposedly coming out. I don't know when.
Well,
LeBron
like,
taking a damn time with this.
They
LeBron.
listen. I feel
I'm
like
not even your fan.
I
This
feel like
coronavirus
there
got
shouldn't
people
be a
not
Space
filming
Jam
Miles.
2.
Oh yeah, they push all these shows.
There
back.
shouldn't be a Space Jam 2. I feel like just keep it how it is. I feel like they're trying to like, they're trying to push LeBron into being something that he's not. Like LeBron is great. He's one of the most dominant players in the NBA. But like, I feel like they're trying to push him to be like Mike or be like Kobe or whatever. But like, it's one of those things like him taking over things, like going to the Lakers.
Yeah,
like,
the media did that. That was
you know
all
what
media
I'm
thing.
saying?
It's
So
all
it's like,
game.
I feel like there
That was all a
shouldn't.
game.
I feel like there shouldn't be a Space Jam 2 because that does not fit LeBron James.
I want to see it though.
What tripped me
I don't
out
wanna
though?
see it.
What tripped me out though? Like
Love
I
him.
said,
I love him as a player, but I don't want to see it.
the powers that be really trying. They only try and highlight certain black people within our culture to be like, yeah, these are the ones you guys need to follow. Or these are the ones that need to be in charge. You know how many other people are out here really putting down on the line for the culture, or for for minority groups. Period. There are so much. Look, I mean, no disrespect. Like you said, LeBron's great. What he does with his school and everything,
Yeah, he's
that's
great.
great.
He does
That's
it,
awesome.
yeah.
But there are
Props to
some
him.
people. There are some soldiers on the bottom line out here who be scratching for it and trying to fight for it for real on the bottom line of things. So I just think that we need to
We need
show
more
the-
films like that.
Yeah, we need to show a multifaceted of black culture because
Real-
black is big.
Absolutely. Double B.
That's a
double B.
entendre.
And that
Black
could be
is
why
big.
they're
Black
trying
is
to,
big.
That-
push it to the
that's
side
real, on a
because
shirt.
they're probably, a little scared of what the black culture might do.
Now here's and this
Oh,
make it
bro.
real quick. I just want a yes
That's
or
a
no.
whole nother conversation
Yeah,
you
so-
talking about right
I just
there.
want a yes or no question, yes or no answer from both of y'all. So, black media representation. You know how sometimes people who are of not black who want to join the culture, want to dress like the culture, what they see on media.
Yeah.
Do y'all think it also? I said what?
Kardashians.
Oh God, here we go. But would you also say even black people get influenced by just the black media what they see? I'm just
question.
saying. I'm
Oh,
just
yeah.
saying. So, I'm black. I'm watching a show that shows how I guess
Oh,
the black person is
without
supposed to
question.
be. And now let me change up how I am so I can be black.
Remember when I
in this
told
world?
you? I said some because you think about it, black culture in America has taken so many turns in alters. In the '60s, we were all about education, rights, civil rights, a movement. In the '70s, we were all about empowerment.
I have
In
a
the-
question.
Uh-huh.
About this, what you're saying, like, sorry, side note, I have to say it for a second.
Say it.
Do you think that, like, I feel like with the white culture trying to take over the black culture, like the whole lip fillers and the big asses and like all that kind of stuff, like that wasn't a thing until being black became a thing.
Hey, hold up. Everybody want to be black till it's time to be black.
That's
So-
a true statement. That's a true statement.
I don't want
Hey, I have. Hey, if you want to go ahead and
y'all
fill
to
your lips
represent
out,
something that you ain't.
if you want to fill your lips out, And
do
get a
it,
bigger ass,
but
go ahead
don't
and
try to
enjoy
like
yourself.
take a culture over it by doing it. If you want to do it for yourself, be yourself and do it.
Well,
but like,
That's the thing. Do it for you liking it, not do it because you think it's cool and it's a trend. Let me just join it. That's my thing.
I'm trying to figure out why there's certain things, and maybe there's stereotypes. I guess we're talking about specific type of stereotypes, because there are certain things that I've heard people equate to black. If you wear your pants down, oh, you hood, you that type of hood nigga, or you that type of black.
You grow out of that
Since when?
phase. I grew
Since
out of that
when?
phase.
I can really say what. So who gave these markings of being black? I need to speak to that.
The
person.
music we listened to,
white
all that stuff. When we saw that
people
stuff,
of power
I understand that, Miles, but
and
since when
privilege.
were they the owners of just what being black is?
but like we said, like with this coronavirus, everybody sees what they're telling us, so we all just gonna run with it.
I hear you.
It's one of those things where you have gatekeepers who could be white, I don't know, who could be black, I don't know, or like blocking these films or just certain people from being like able to like create content that like shows different aspects of black, because whatever goes out into theaters is kind of like gatekeeped in a way, like, oh, you can, oh, this is good enough to be on theaters. Like, they have control of what we see.
I can really say, because I'm sure there are more.
You can go
I'm
like
sorry,
Netflix
y'all.
with like independent films and stuff now, but like the whole aspect of black film right now, it's being like gatekeeped. Like, oh, this is good, this is acceptable. Oh, you know what? I like Kevin Hart's movie. He's black. You know, like, it's one of those things where they're like picking
That's what I was
different
talking
things
about.
of like.
That's what I was talking about, bro.
boy.
There's certain. I'm trying to figure out who in the hell is the person, people, or group that feel they're qualified to dictate. This is what being black means. This is
The
what being
owners
black
of
is
Universal.
like. Who is? I need to talk to them.
The owners of Warner Brothers,
or
the
the-
owners of
Yeah.
Sony, like people who. Those are the people.
Nah, don't look with that smile.
I'm just saying
can
that. I
really
mean,
say-
it's true though. I'm
Tell me.
agreeing with everything.
I'm just trying to figure it out, because I know some old black folks who've been black all their life for 80 plus years, and they are confused as to what the hell black is you know what I mean, represented as, because they're like, yo, I don't remember that when I was growing up, or I don't remember this the way of when I was growing up. So I'm confused. I'm really confused.
I have a theory, maybe, because I feel like, for example, like the 90s, like even like 80s, like the hip hop culture, movie, like anything in 90s, like that was a black era. Like they took over, like out of all the eras, like when it comes to like media and representation and like the whole like.
I'll say media. I understand what she's saying.
Okay,
Media.
yeah, I
as far as
understand.
media didn't really give a
Like,
big
like,
place.
the-
Like
Okay,
the
all right,
attention
all
and
right,
like
fine.
all that stuff. Like I feel like it was booming. Like they were actually getting their credits and they were like making films and like it was a bunch, you know. And it's just like now it's not even like that. I feel like they cut that real quick because it was getting too popping. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say this.
I can feel that. And matter of fact, I'm sorry to cut you off, Miles,
Go
but
ahead.
we even see it with the music. It's a
The
whole,
difference.
yeah, it's a whole
The difference
different
in music
kind of
now
vibe.
is different
it's a
too,
kind of
like,
different vibe.
it don't mean
'Cause at
nothing
first,
now.
I heard somebody say this: black artists or black rappers used to be the drug dealers. Now
Look at
they have
Jay-Z.
become the drug users.
Oh, drug you. Okay, never
Yeah,
mind.
no.
I take that back.
Jay-Z was a different era.
Yeah.
You were right to say
Yeah,
Jay-Z for
okay.
that time, but like, I've heard people be like, "Oh yeah, the black artists or whatever, they using Xans and pills and stuff like that." But
Look at Juice World or like, you know. So it's
Rest in
like,
peace.
God rest his soul.
no, yeah,
I
I'm
can
just
really
saying, but
say
like
Rest
things
in
like
peace.
that, like how like they're dying, it's like through pills now.
yeah.
Well, let me say this to wrap this episode up, 'cause I know we've been going on.
I still wanna
real
keep on
quick.
going.
I know I want to go on
Bro.
too.
Hey, look, if y'all want to keep on going, you let me know.
Here's the thing, real quick. Since we're talking black media representation, just real quick, say it. What is your show or movie that you think represented greatly of the black culture? Real quick.
Oh my god,
Just say it. You don't have to go in depth. Just say it.
pretty vague.
It's vague, but
that's a vague question.
Yeah.
It's a vague question.
Because I feel like there's so different, like, I don't know.
that I think
Okay,
that's the
okay,
response right there.
okay,
Just showed how great
Yeah,
it
Okay,
I
is.
can
listen.
really
Okay,
see
I
it.
have my favorites in each category. Like when it comes to like love, it's a tie between Love Jones and Brown Sugar, or like Love and Basketball.
Okay.
When it comes to like the hood, like funny stuff, you have Friday, or like
Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood, or like I don't know. I've like there's just so many like Mo Better Blues.
Yeah, I can
like,
really say now that I think about it,
It's a vague one,
tough, yeah.
but I
Soul
say
Food.
the wood and Best Man were
the
always my
Wood,
type of
like
things.
there's just so many good. I feel
Shoot,
like,
the Cookout.
I feel like
that
the
was
whole,
slept on.
That was slept on. That's a slept on.
I can really say
Y'all
that
didn't
was
see
slept on.
movie,
The cookout was slept on.
the
I
whole
believe.
90s era, even like early 2000s of black represents. It's like the best black.
Absolutely.
like a representation. So I feel like that whole era, as a whole,
You're gonna have in the media. You mean?
Yeah, media.
in the media, like movies,
Boom.
and TV.
Yeah, I can
We got it. In media. But that's all we're gonna do for today, y'all. We the Culture Check episode.
We'll be back with
Yeah,
part
yeah,
2,
yeah,
part 3,
definitely.
part 4 because
Representation.
we have lots to talk about.
This
This is just the intro video.
Going, but we gotta cut it. I know, y'all.
Yeah.
So at that point, I'm Miles.
I'm Brooke.
Cam.
We out, y'all.
Peace.